What's up, everybody? It is a gloomy December afternoon, but it's a good one because it's my mom's 60th birthday today, and we are having a birthday party for her in less than an hour. So I came out here to do a reading while it was still daylight. I have to do laundry later, boo, so I'll probably do night readings later on. But yeah, we're having a little pizza bar party, low-key. My mom didn't want to do anything crazy, even though we tried. Like, Christmas is right around the corner. She's so selfless that she just never, wants a big fuss. I just love my mom. But anyway, we all pooled together for a big gift. I surprised her. I bought her a couple flowers, plants and arrangements, and put them in the house when she was sleeping. She woke up and saw that. Her sisters came over for breakfast, and her boyfriend came over this morning, and we're gonna have a pizza party. So happy 60th, Mom. Give it up to Mom, because you wouldn't get those readings from me today without her pushing me out. So that's the boss of my family. And she's a good one. So, anyway, I don't know what kind of reading it is, but I feel like this is gearing more towards self-love, self-healing, or life readings. We're starting with Believe in Your Own Magic by Lovelace, one of my favorite decks. Ooh, expectations. Don't seek anyone's approval. Somebody out there, let me have gray. Endings are inevitable. Again, I don't know if this is about loving yourself or loving another person, or because we have endings. To me, this is like marriage vibes, because your expectation is when you marry someone, you're supposed to be with them forever, but then you have endings are inevitable. It's like, let go of the expectation, because I think that's the only reason, unfortunately, for some of you out there, why you're holding on is because of a vow, but you don't mean those vows anymore, is what Spirit is saying. Vows are sacred, and I think that, I'm not saying you didn't mean them when you made them, because that's not true. People mean them when they say them, but that doesn't mean it's going to be forever. And I think there's been a lot of negative connotation about divorce through a lot of religions that's tainted a lot of people's minds. But if you go into spirituality, you learn about karmic people and karmic lessons, and that nothing really lasts unless it's meant to. That's why some marriages last forever and some don't. What is meant for you will always come, whether you start something or you don't. So this is Spirit saying, let go of that expectation of a vow. Not that you shouldn't mean it when you say it, or not that you didn't mean it when you said it, but it no longer stands true for this union. So you're doing yourself and the other person an injustice by staying in something that's not real anymore. I'm not saying it never was, or perhaps it never was. You could be realizing that as well, but sometimes that takes time to see what your perception of love is and what real love is. And if it's not about love, this could be ending your career, like making a decision to retire here or make changes on how you do things. Don't seek the public's expectation, follow your own. I don't know why I'm getting a lot of artistic vibes out there. Artists. I just feel like maybe you want to take a break, but if you feel like if you take a break, then you're going to be irrelevant, if that makes sense. Or it's almost like somebody when they're gambling, when you're up high and you're doing well, you don't want to lose your momentum, you're thriving. So just to take a step back now would seem insane to other people, but I don't think it's insane. I think it's insane to keep doing something that you don't really have your heart and soul into because you're not creating passion, art of whatever kind that you're doing. The magic happens when you're passionate about it, and perhaps you're doing well because when you did that work, or whatever sense it is, at the time you were passionate about it. Don't become cookie cutter, because then it just gets generic. You know what I mean? Artists are like the sea. One day the sea's flat and there's no waves, and sometimes it's a fucking hurricane, and what they need to create changes with those ebbs and tides and, you know, wind directions and shit. Like, and the same is true for a relationship or a marriage. Like, it's a thing. Like, say you're on the sea, you built this boat, and you have everything you need on this boat, right? All the food you need, all the water you need for your whole life. Big boat, right? As you go through life, you lose things, no matter who you are. So things fall into the water. So now you don't have everything you need. And now you start to panic. And your ship is slowly sinking because you don't go into port to take a break and have your boat checked out. You're just going on the flow because, you know, you don't want to lose your momentum. So the sea floor of your boat just falls out and then you sink. So if you don't take a fucking break, your boat's gonna sink. I don't know if that made any fucking sense. My brains are weird, but what have you. I don't know why I'm like foggy brains. I'm explaining things the long way today. Whatever. I'm just rolling with it. It's like I went to see my dog, to be honest. It's like physically fucking draining to go there. It's like energy vampires from hell. I don't say nothing to them other than texting, but it's just the vibe. It's like, ugh, I just want to get my dog and go. Which soon. Hopefully I find out this week what's going on with the reno and what's good with the move-in date. Anyway, back to your reading. It's like a commercial break. I'm sorry. Children. Ooh, okay. I do see, like, somebody musical, like, perhaps the artist. I don't know if you have kids, but I think you're... I don't know why I just saw, like, somebody playing a guitar, but they're all, like, toddlers. I don't know if you're, like, doing a mommy or daddy and me class or thinking about it. Or maybe you want to make, like, nursery rhymes. Like, that's how kids learn. From pre-K to pre-K to kindergarten. Teachers sing to these fucking kids to get them to learn. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. You know what I mean? Like, they have songs for everything. What's that song? Something knees and toes. I don't know. That song. There's even a potty song. Like, maybe you should... If you feel the need to be busy and create something, even when you're taking a break, write something for your kids. Maybe it'll turn into YouTube gold one day. I just see somebody teaching kids music. Are you a music teacher? That's cute. I love music teachers. Okay, we have school. Maybe you do work at a school. Or this is you leveling up or wanting to learn more about a new direction. Perhaps you're learning about how to educate kids through music. And if that's not it, this is more like the divorce. Like I said, you have kids. You're like, what do I do with these kids? You know, mom and dad aren't, or dad, mom, whatever your situation is. We need to figure this out. So I think there's an element of, well, I married this person, we have kids, or a kid, or however many kids, and now I feel obligated to stay because I have all these responsibilities and they're depending on me. But then we have school. You're learning something, though. I think you're learning a very, I don't know, it's technically good or bad, but we have study. Somebody could be going back to school here, literally, or you teach children music. You are a music teacher. But for a second, let's go back to the divorce here. School could be counseling, studying ways how to make this work, or trying to figure yourself out, what you really want, what would be best for your kids, how kids handle divorce, how to handle divorce properly. This could be like self-help, like you're trying to figure shit out on your own. Could be as well. Justice could be that divorce coming in, or it could be like a trial separation or going to counseling. Justice could be a breakthrough in counseling, seeking the knowledge you need to move past, either together or independently. Some of you are going to, I don't know why I just like felt my whole body just like wait. I think it's just the day. It's gloomy as balls. Why are balls gloomy? I don't know, guys, but I compare everything to balls. I don't know. Anyway, this could be someone going back to school to help children, like criminal justice with children. Could help them through like sexual, physical, mental abuse. I do see somebody going back to school for that. We have body work. I'm seeing somebody get a tattoo. Maybe you want to be a tattoo artist. Maybe you're thinking about getting more tattoos. Spirit's taking you all across the board today. But body work to me also, is a call to take after your health, especially if you do have kids. Like, you want to be around for them for a long time. I feel like that's an epiphany. Some of you are having like, shit, I got to take better care of myself. I need to like do this damn thing and do it the right way. Whether you're doing it with someone or doing it by yourself, I don't think that really matters. I think you're trying to do things the right way, to be fair with this justice. Ooh, we do have a career change going on. So yeah, for some of you out there, not just the artists out there, I do feel like some of you are like, I don't want to do this forever, or I need a change. This isn't fulfilling for me anymore, so I'm going to, look into, do I need to go take some classes to help inspire creativity in a different way? Do I need to take a total hiatus and just, travel? You could be not working for someone else and starting your own business. It could be anything really, but I think you're going in a different way and you're still seeking other people's approval and you're nervous about it. And some of you are like literally going through, should I stay with someone or should I not stay with someone? It's like two totally different energies, but this is collective, so I say what I hear and feel. So take what resonates to you. Don't try to make anything fit. Ooh, animals. So you could have a comfort care pet, which I call a service animal pretty much. Emotional support animal, whatever you want to call it. There's all different kinds. But you could either be wanting to work with animals and help people find care pets, or you're finding like you're a familiar, which is what I call an animal that, if you have a past life and you come back down to earth and you live life again, you find that animal. It's not always the same animal, but it's like a returning animal friend. That's what a familiar is. I have a familiar. My dog, Tacy, is my familiar. It comes back in every single one of my life. Usually as a dog or a cat. Let go. Ooh. Oh. So they're saying you might have recently made the decision to put your animal down. I think you need some reassurance. I think you question yourself whether you did the right thing. You miss them. You're just in anguish, especially if this was your familiar. You are going to feel a deep loss when they go, but just know they're going to come back to you in this life and another animal. You're going to feel that same weird pull. Like, you might not even want a pet at the time, and this stray little kitten shows up on your fucking porch, and you're just like, alright. It comes back to you. It doesn't come back as the same animal, but it does. I do feel like that's what Spirit is saying to you. Like, don't worry. Your familiar will find you again. I feel like that's what, that Dog Purpose movie, I feel like that's kind of the premise of the movie, is explaining that animals have past lives too in a cute, artsy way. But I feel like, don't worry. Your animal's safe. You did the right thing. And now they're going to come back in a healthier vessel and be your companion again. So look for that bond in an animal. Don't turn them away when they show back up. You might forget all about this reading until that animal shows up. And then you're going to be like, I did have a familiar. That girl was right. Anyway, we have light and love. Ooh, and freedom. Walking towards more spiritual path, more calm, zen. Freeing yourself from any toxicity, really protecting your sacred space and trying to do right by yourself, the people around you, and life in general. You're a light worker and you need your freedom to go, especially if you're an artist. You're going to be pulled in a million different directions throughout your career. You're going to need a break. You're going to be on it for a while. You're going to turn and do some kind of different art. Creative people don't, your paths are like this. Whether you stick with one thing or not, sometimes it's a up and down. Whatever. It's just never a straight line with any kind of artist. Be that free person and just go with the moment and what you feel. If you need a break right now, do it. If you want to grind right now, do it. Like, it's going to change. Just be honest with yourself on what you need in the time. And if this is somebody going through a divorce and trying to end things, light and love, it to me is like you're trying to do it in the right way, what's best for everyone. Because I think you realize you'll be better parents free than you will be together. I think you're recognizing that it's getting or heading towards toxic or already is toxic. And I think that maybe perhaps you have your own experience with toxic parenting and you don't want to do that to your kids. We're going to the creepy neighbor guy. Awakened soul. Ooh, rescue. You're going to be getting a leg up with something here. I don't know if that's getting out of ending things, a leg up and ending what needs to be ending. Or this is like a sign from spirit. Okay, rebirth, yeah. So you're going to get a leg up to go towards this new start, whatever it is. Or this is like getting the answers to figure out what direction you're going in as well. Mantra. Yes. Look at you protecting your zen. Good for you. Protect your zen. Don't let nobody fuck with it. Because if your zen's fucked up, then your balance is fucked up, then your life goes into that zigzag line again. So, always, to me it's like a compass. I always keep my needle headed north. Like I don't want to dip. Just stay in your lane, protect your zen, and protect your center. Because with that, everything else can fall apart, but this needs to always be balanced. Ooh, connection. So perhaps you're connecting with your spirituality with this mantra, spiritually awakening. Or to me, this is just like you could be severely stressed out, depressed, and some kind of funk, or just like, I need to make a decision and I need to clear my mind. I just feel like this is you taking that time to be like, oh, goose flava. Whatever you gotta do to just chill the fuck out and breathe and heal. Yeah, oh my god, facing your shadows, facing things that you need to go about yourself, toxic traits, obsessions, addictions, anything that needs to go, and just like you're trying to really glow up and be a more spiritual, healthy person and healthy soul, mind, body, and soul. You're doing that damn thing. You could be doing it for your family, or because you want to have a family. You could be in prepare mode for thinking long term. But I think for majority of the viewers about this reading are parents, and I think that either you want to have more children, you could be making another one because this one's pregnant. So if you're looking for a sign whether you're going to be a parent, this is definitely a sign. If you're going to have more children, that's a sign as well. But I just feel like you're trying to be better for your family, your kids. That's a focus. Knowledge, yeah, you're trying to do things the smart way. Like, I kind of feel like most parents go through that, like, they don't want their kids to find out about certain shit that they did or like to make the same mistakes or something. It's like every parent's like, oh fuck, I hope my kids don't find out about that. We need to destroy those pictures or that tape or get it off YouTube or something. There's that panic. But, you know, I still find things out about my mom that she doesn't want me to find out. Like, it's gonna happen. I think it's when I find out things like my mom did that was like a little bit scandalous, not that there's very many, I'm like, oh, Mom! You did? I'm like excited. It's like, it makes her cooler to me, so there's that. Sovereignty, yeah, you want to be a good parent, you want to, love your job, you want to love who you're with, you want to do things for the right reasons with honor, you want to work on your integrity, just really spiritually doing that damn thing. I know I keep saying that, but that's like accurate. We have, taking action, cleaning up any messes, getting rid of toxicity, doing the work. Go you out there. This might be futuristic because I am a futuristic reader for the most part. This could be coming if it isn't happening now. You got mantra again. So keep that centered spirituality about yourself. I just feel like you're very spiritual. The angels and whatever you believe in, because we have rosary beads here, we have dream catcher, we have crystal. Like, really could be anything. Alright, I'm just going to take these. I think you're getting answers in your sleep. We have dreams or a wish fulfillment. A dream of yours is happening, has happened, or will be happening soon. But I think if your dream has been fulfilled, you're reminiscing a lot about the journey and how you did things. But I think it's because of kids. Like, I don't know if you're thinking about mentoring like younger artists and helping them come up. In whatever sense that is. I do feel those vibes. But this could be like, I wanted this to happen for so long and it's here, and now I'm kind of like losing my passion for it. Maybe you have new dreams. You have a lot of desire for something. This could be like sexual desire. Like, you could be meeting a dream person with this desire behind it. But I feel like to me, it's like you want to believe in your dreams again. You want to have that passion, that grit, the stuff that gets you through the grinds and makes the magic. Like, you want to feel that way again. And you might be taking leadership on a new career. They did recognize that. Yeah, a new start here, new adventure. It's like you're going down a new path. You're really asking yourself what you want. You're trusting your own judgment. I think you are coming out of that energy of wanting approval or seeking it. With this mirror, you could also be being inspired or inspiring other people to do the same thing. You're trusting your journey. You're trusting your own growth. You're in caterpillar mode, coming out as a butterfly, or you're currently a butterfly. Take what resonates, but this is just seeing, like, you're trusting yourself. You're trusting your process. Even if you falter one day and just because those lack thoughts come back from time to time. But if you, for the majority, are doing the work, you're going to grow and you're going to eventually be the butterfly that flies away. Sensuality, feeling good about yourself. I just feel a glow up for you. And I do feel a lot of sexual energy. I don't know why. That's seeping into a lot of my readings lately. I think the collective is just, a lot of people do make babies in the holiday season. So maybe that's why. Because we did have, baby making. So I think some of you out there are going to be getting a little freaky deaky through the holiday season. And it might just work for you if that's what you're aiming for. But the best part of having babies is the making them. So just keep practicing. Don't stress the fuck out. That's how you make a baby. Look at all the people that go out not planning to get pregnant. No, not in their thoughts. They're just having a good time. Woo! And then 4 to 6 weeks later, they're like, oh, fuck. Just keep practicing. In a fun, oh, fuck kind of way. Baby made. Check, check. When you stress, you're not going to get preggers out there. Any fertility doctor will tell you. I sent you lots of those talks. Anyway, song. Ooh! I don't know why I heard Sing Your Heart Out or acoustic. Weird. I hope that resonates for someone. We have a cardinal. You could be, again, very spiritual or getting a lot of signs from angels specifically. To me, this is healing. You're protecting your boundaries and you're doing your healing work. They do want you to have fun and focus on being light and that free spirit. Keep gaining wisdom and going forward with leadership. Let's close it out with the wisdom of the oracle. Because my sister just arrived. One of my sisters. There's Danielle, Hannah, Lorraine. Then there will be Adriana, my niece, my nephew Jake, my brother Ricky. Who else is coming? Me. My mom. I don't know if her boyfriend's coming. He likes to kind of skip out the kids' shit. Can't say I blame him. She got enough fucking kids. It's probably intimidating as fuck. Ooh, community! So, you could be moving to a new community. You could be stepping up with the leadership to lead a community. Or this is like your community is going to be taken care of. Or building something like a collaboration. Truth be told in reverse. Ooh, Lord. Keeping things to yourself, are we? This is a repetitive theme. Not speaking your truth. But I think it's because you haven't quite figured out what you want yet, if that makes sense. Yeah. Just focus on the here and now, Spirit says. Don't get too far ahead. What do you need right now? Whether it's about a relationship, whether it's about work, doesn't really matter. What do you need right now? Just do that. Don't think about tomorrow when you're in today. You're going to miss some shit. Anyway, we have... Yeah, there's a never-ending story. There's patterns you're continuing to repeat. You're getting too far ahead of yourself. You're stressing about things that are out of your control and just are natural parts of life. Like, you're not going to be a perfect parent. You're not going to be perfect at your job. You're going to fail. You're going to succeed. You're going to have good times. You're going to have bad times. Just enjoy the moment you're in. And if you're in a bad time, know that eventually the good time is coming. You just got to get through this shit. Just let it blow over. Higher power in reverse. To me, this is like sometimes you allow those negative thoughts, fear-based decisions, anger get in your way. You haven't learned the lesson about this never-ending story. It's like you're still on the hamster wheel running. And it's stopping you from feeling blessed or receiving blessings or being fulfilled because you're kind of just hung up on whatever's keeping you on the hamster wheel. It's just keeping you hung up, basically. You need to walk away and get off that hamster wheel now. Spirit's like you need to step away from what doesn't work for you anymore, what's toxic. To the sea, again, could be moving here. Or 3, this is like, go where let your desire lead you. If you can't get your head in line that day, what are you desiring? Do you feel like eating a big, I don't know, cinnamon bun and crying and watching a rom-com? Or going for a run and getting a workout in and getting the frustrations out? Taking a hot bath, hot shower. Maybe get a mani-pedi. Maybe go get your hair cut. Maybe buy that new pair of shoes that you need. Like, what the fuck is just going to make you be like, oh, I feel a little better? Focus on those things. Don't get too far ahead of yourself. Your mind is going like this, and your body is like all stressed the fuck out, chaos. Everything's going haywire, and it's all starting here in your mind. You have unfinished business about something. Either this is you recognizing you need to make a decision and you haven't yet. This could be wanting to go back and finish a project or go back to a connection you feel isn't over. But this is also for the people that wanted to take a break. Like, we do have 10 as completion here, but I don't feel like your art is ever really going to not appreciated. Is basically what I'm saying. But we have unfinished symphony, if I could talk, and chop wood. So I think they're kind of pushing you in directions. They're giving you signs about a person, a thing, a job, to get you in that action mode, to work hard towards something. Like, you're going after something if you're not already right now. You're trying to get through this chaos and conflict. I feel like there's some roadblocks keeping you from advancing to where you feel more content or where your happiness lies. But you're trying to go with the flow here. You're bending. You're not trying to break through this chaos and conflict. And I feel like this is a confirmation from Spirit that you're going to make it out okay. Just keep working hard and staying in the light, and don't go backwards in your growth. No place like home. You're not comfortable with where you're at, whether that's with a person, with a job, or with a situation. It's like you want to go to where you feel comfortable and safe. And right now you can't get to whatever that is, or wherever that is, or with whomever that is. It's like I said, there's roadblocks of some kind. You're not comfortable. Spirit's recognizing that. Or you're not in the right place for you to grow properly. Exchanging gifts. Always, whatever way you exchange your artistic ability, whatever you feel that is what you're meant to do. And I think you are at a fork in the road for some of you about career here and how to use your talents and where to go from here. Because I think you're just feeling a bit bored with the process and how it's kind of like a factory assembly line at this point to you. And you don't have the excitement that you had in the beginning. But you still want to work. You still want to do things. I just don't think in what direction you know where to go just yet. They did talk about kids' music. I mean, to be honest, like, people are like, oh, I don't want to make kids' music, but it's so, like, important to these kids' growth, and they've been using the same material since we were fucking kids, and we need something fresh and exciting. And there's if you want to kind of just focus more on the money part, like, look at the Wiggles and, like, the fucking Teletubbies. There's sounds and music, and these kids go gaga for it. And especially the Wiggles, they sing music, they teach kids, and it's like dancing and singing the whole time. That's like, that can get mundane too, but you don't have to be the actors on the show. You could just write the music or something like that. Ooh, my ankle cracked. It feels good. I needed to. I rolled that walking daisy. I'm like, oh god. Ballerina injury. Come to the edge and to be fair. So you're coming to the edge. You're right at making that decision or getting what you need to make a decision. And you want to be fair. You want to do things the right way, especially if you were the ones that, like, are trying to get a divorce. Like, you don't want to be a dick about things or a bitch about things. Like, you want to do things the right way for yourself, for the person, and especially if you have kids. But it's like, you want to do things in a noble way so you earn oh my God, my throat just like, I think you're choked up. Like like somebody was trying, like, shh, don't talk. Like you're nervous about something. You're choked up. Yeah, poised. It's like you're taking that minute. To me, it's with this come to the edge and the poise. Like, you're taking that time out before you make a decision to really think things out, which is good. You're going to go where you need to go. You're going to get the answers you need. You're going to get around these roadblocks. Everything, you're going to get where you need to go. Just keep doing what you're doing and focusing on your spirituality. You might have communication coming in. You might be receiving a message that helps you get through whatever it is, or gives you that inspiration, or gives you that idea, or maybe it's a job offer that makes you feel excited, or something. Or reach out to your community to get ideas for some of you as well, I'm hearing. Yeah, you're between worlds. Some of you, like, do I stay in this career? I'm so fucking bored. Do I take time off? Or do I retire? Or do I do something different? Or do I love this person? Or do I just want to be by myself? Or do I love this person? Or do I love that person? Or, this is just not knowing what decision to make. You're still weighing, to me. What choice to make? You're feeling left out in the cold, though. You're feeling very sad, very, wherever you are, you're just very alone, and that's where that heavy feeling comes. This could be you between depression, between your own moods. It doesn't have to involve job or another person. This could be you fighting your own mind. Let's clarify this orphan, because there could be several things. Spirit yin. You feel knocked off your balance. You feel like life is off. Or maybe you're scared of change. Or you feel like you're changing in the wrong way, in the wrong sense. Clean it up and deep knowing. Yeah. You're just like, things need to change for you to go after what you need or want, or whatever it is that you're doing. You need to put work in, and that's what you're doing. Because you're trusting. You had that spiritual glow up. You're trusting your spirituality. You're trusting your feelings. You're following your gut, which is beautiful energy. So I think the best advice for you right now is to keep working on yourself, your spirituality. Keep getting rid of things that don't fit, don't make sense. Clean out that suitcase, because you got good shit coming. If you're feeling the need to change careers, look into it. Play around. Reach out to your community. Network yourself. See what kind of work is out there, and try new things. And don't be afraid of change. I say this all the time because I'm in the middle of it. The first few steps are the hardest, and then the rest are easier. You just got to stumble those first few steps, and everybody stumbles those first few steps. Spiritual teacher, completely in the dark person, it doesn't fucking matter. There's always a stumble, and sometimes you fall, and then you got to get back up, because that happens too, not every time. But everyone will fall eventually, and they fall more than once. And sometimes you fall 60 times, and then you get one good time where you don't fall, and then you fall 60 more times. It just depends on your learning curve and how spirit works with you. So I hope this was helpful. I have to go to the party now. Love and light, everyone. Hug your mothers if your mothers aren't here. Sending up hugs to your mothers, and hugs to you that you can't. I'm sorry for boasting a little bit. I'm sure that feels like lemon juice in your wounds, and I'm sorry. I'm a dickhole. I don't even want to think about it. Love and light. Bye, guys.